Ladies and gentlemen, ladies.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
You ready? Check. No. Hey, let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Tackles.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check three. 51, 20. 24, check 24. Kill.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Hey, Sal. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 70 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 16, Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Duke Riley leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Newton now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Duke Riley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Great.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 55 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
No. Off. 21.
On 2nd down. It's Freeman, and not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Let's get it.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business rush coming, and he's taken down. Duke Riley getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
An exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gano the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun.
Now it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And an alley to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 62 yards, and the Panthers have taken the lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. Mike 59, ready. 54, south. 280. Sponge.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Ryan. turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 33-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking... Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty 54, South. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Exit. Block 54. Block 54. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Gun. Hey, Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit.
If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Back to throw. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. This
quick outs, things that they consider safe.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Ready. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 69 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
180, 54. Bring it.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure it's enough time to continue to do that.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's got Sanu. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now, after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go!
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10.
8.
One last throw here for Newton. Now he's flushed out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, Charles.